Time now for the evening rush. Two people are found dead outside the state education department in the parking lot in downtown Santa Fe. The victims, a woman who is a state employee and a man. Police are not yet releasing their names. Police say they are not searching for a shooter and the public is not in danger.
Neighbors are fighting a proposed plan to build apartments on a vacant lot in the Northeast Heights. They say it will block their view and infringe on their privacy. The planning department will hold hearings on this project Wednesday. If approved, developers would not break ground until later this year or next year. Adult charges against 17-year-old Timothy Malek have been dropped for now. He and another teen are accused in the shooting death of 20-year-old Isaiah Villanueva at a house party last month in the South Valley. Today, the state decided not to go forward with the charges. A detention hearing in juvenile court is set for Monday.
Your weather headlines for Friday, similar to today. Partly cloudy skies out there. Temperatures are going to remain warm, and we will pick up some isolated afternoon storms, especially over the mountains.
An Espanola jeweler is facing child porn charges. An arrest warrant shows 69-year-old David Deere was caught with pornographic images of young girls on his computer. His business located 100 yards from a daycare center. There were 21 suspected images of child porn on the computer and 179 images in the computer's recycling bin.
A former state police officer is now suing French Funeral Home. Joseph Harris was convicted of disorderly conduct after an employee said Harris violently shoved court papers into his chest. Harris claims those allegations are false. He is suing the employee and French Funeral Homes.
New details on a double murder in Hobbs. 37-year-old Rogelio Velasquez and 40-year-old Crystal Moore were killed over drugs. Police say they found the two victims shot in a home July 8th. 40-year-old Hector Madrid and 25-year-old Alfonso Aldaco have been arrested for those murders.
Several people are dead after a crash off Highway 128 near Jow. Police say a semi and another truck were involved. Investigators have not said what caused the crash. At last check, State Road 128 remains closed in both directions.
Residents in Eddy County are tired of the chaos and the danger along Highway 285 and New Mexico 31. They say officials have not made any progress fixing a dangerous road. County officials say a big delay has been finding funding. They say it could cost up to $40 million to redo that intersection.
Metro Threat Index for Friday is just a 2. A few things to watch out for. First of all, it's going to be hot once again across the area here with temperatures in the mid-90s, and the chance for a quick afternoon storm will be with us.
A woman claiming to be an Uber driver has been arrested for smuggling immigrants in New Mexico. 33-year-old Evelyn Lemus was caught near the New Mexico border. Agents found 10 illegal immigrants inside the van she was driving. Lemus is charged with felony smuggling.
Raids are planned in 10 major cities in hopes of detaining undocumented immigrants. The New York Times reports they will begin on Sunday. President Trump originally delayed the operation as it was scheduled for last month. Authorities say they will not try and split up detained families.
There's now a convenient new way to help fight crime. The city launched a crime strategy webpage dedicated to sharing its crime-fighting efforts with the community. It allows users to choose from 20 different categories. Users can see how the city is approaching these issues, and they can also find out how they can get involved.
Longtime State Senator John Arthur Smith will have competition in the primary. Naomi Martinez-Parra announced her campaign today. She is the former vice chair of the Democratic Party of New Mexico. Senator Smith has held the seat for 30 years. The primary is next June.
People in Ruidoso should be aware of mountain lions. Wildlife officials say there's been a recent surge in mountain lion sightings near residential areas there. They're warning people to keep an eye on their children and their pets. If you see a mountain lion, they also ask that you report that sighting.
We are getting a first look at the penguin chill exhibit at the biopark. There are 22 macaroni and gentoo penguins here. They are now acclimated to their new home. The 9 king penguins are still getting used to the setup. The exhibit will be open to the public at the end of the month.
The old Albuquerque High School lofts in downtown Albuquerque are at the center of a court battle. The city says they made a deal with developers to keep up that area, but the city says they're not keeping their end of the deal. And the city says they've exhausted all efforts to work with the developer, so they are now headed to court.
The Santa Fe Plaza is one step closer to getting public restrooms. The City Council voted to accept $550,000 in state funding to install the new downtown restrooms. Officials will continue to work out the final plans, but they will likely be built near the Water Street parking lot.
Espanola hosting the first New Mexico folk art market. That market features unique art that is rich in culture. And if you're hungry, be sure to grab delicious native food like fry bread, Navajo tacos, and bizcochitos. The festivities start tomorrow and they go through the weekend.
Espanola native Jacob Torres is helping grow vegetables on board the International Space Station, and he pushed to have the Espanola chili pepper be one of them. The team is now working to make the plants viable for a plant habitat on the ISS. The chili will be launched in November.
Well, people can't stop talking about the claims from the Colorado governor that New Mexico chili does not compare to Pueblo's. Our governor quickly fired back, and now so are other New Mexicans. There's even an online poll set up by a Colorado group that favors New Mexico chili over Colorado's.